2 years ago, I started a playthrough on YouTube, and that playthrough was called the Sorcerer PPE Episode 1. That was my first video ever on the channel, and in that video, I didn't say a word. I was completely silent because I was sharing a room at the time and didn't want to burn the other person. So, seeing as things have very much changed, me having a camera now and me actually talking in my videos, being a little more energetic, I figured it's time to revisit some of the old series. You know, bring them up to date, catch them up with how the game is now, because a lot of the PPE series I did were a thing before the Realm rework, and now the game is just vastly different. I'm vastly different. You're probably vastly different. A lot changes in 2 years, surprisingly. And so we're going to be playing Sorcerer, revisiting. And I got the drip. I always have the drip. You know how it is. Like we always come locked in with the drip. And I actually want to experiment with something in this video. Let me know what you guys think of it. But what do you think about this? Does this weird you out? Is this a burden to you? Is this jarring? The game is now centered. I can't see my MP bar, and I can't see my levels or my gear, but it doesn't really matter that much. Like, yeah, I can't see my MP, but I'll develop a sense for how much mana I have at any given time. And you can't see loot, but if you hold control, you can see loot. So, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about that, because I really do think the game should have an option like this where you disable the HUD. But if you hover over the right side of your screen, it then pops up this menu. Not so, not so sudden, but it kind of like fades in, and then you can finagle with all your stuff. And then when you go out of it, then it disappears and goes away. That way your character is actually centered, because I think it's actually a big thing that people don't like about this game, whether they think about it or not, is actually that you're not centered on the screen. It's weird. It's very weird to not be centered on the screen. And so I feel like if we just played like this normally, this is much more easy for newer players to get in touch with and kind of connect to. Because what game do you play with the fucking HUD? Or not what game do you play with the HUD pushing you off to the side, and other than Realm? It's only Realm. No other game does this. But yeah, Sorcerer should be good. It's a very good season for Sorcerer. And the battle pass is wrapping up, so I kind of missed out on that. Haven't been playing too much Realm recently. I just kind of been taking a little bit of a break, which is good. It's healthy to take a break every now and then. And what is that? That's a better whiz ring, but MP Vit minus Dex. Yeah, hell fucking no. Get that shit out of my inventory. I love whiz rings. You guys know how I am. And so there's a lot has changed, like I said. The Realm, obviously, but big gear changes with the enchantment system. So the Sorcerer, I think, may be one of the most benefiting classes from having the enchantment system. You can just push the extremes so greatly now, and it really works in Sorcerer's favor better than most classes. Like, obviously it's good for all classes, but Sorcerer just really, it's really nice for Sorcerer. What is this ring? Some conditionals? Sure. I mean, better than nothing. And I can re-roll if I so choose, but you guys know how the first video goes. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay, fine, I'll do it. And I'm going to do the normal one, because fuck the other one. But yeah, what did that just say? Did that say we're adding a new class, Druid? I don't know. I kind of pieced it out, but I think that's what it said. That's what it said in my mind's eye. And I went back and I watched my most popular video on this channel, which is the first video of the Wizard PPE series. And I was like, why is this the most popular? It's just, yeah, I think I get it. It's just it's very old school, like just hopping on the game, talking about shit. It feels like a video that was uploaded in 2008 when it was uploaded in 2023. So I guess I'm just an unk. And that's something I'm going to have to learn to fight against, because I've been... Oh, shit, these things hurt. Oh, fuck. I've been really an elderly man trapped inside a 22-year-old man's body for the longest time, actually for a year, because that's how long I've been 22. But yeah, it's like whatever my current age is, it's like just fucking slap 40 years on that bitch, and there you have an accurate representation of how old I really am internally. I mean, I enjoy shit like, oh no, I don't enjoy musicals. I don't know, there's some old shit. I'm the kind of guy, if I enjoy something, I'll just indulge in it to the fullest. Like American Psycho, I watched that movie the past 3 nights. I've fallen asleep to it the past 3 nights. Originally, I wanted to do that because the ending was confusing. No spoilies, but I was like, what the fuck? And I think I figured it out. It's not what most people think, because most people think something that's kind of boring, but I think it's deeper than that. It's interesting. I can't talk about it without avoiding spoilers. The movie's been out for so fucking long. If you don't want spoilers, go watch American Psycho. All right, here we go. Spoilers incoming. The movie, basically, it's thought that everything that took place over the course of the movie was all in his head. Bullshit. No, it's not. It's a statement on how fucked up the high society in New York is, and how you can get away with murder and nobody bats an eye. It's normal to be a fucking serial killer. That's the statement. And you guys may call me crazy and that I've gone loopy and I'm off my fucking rockers, but I'm not. I'm honed in. I've had an awakening. Now I'm actually sounding like a Florida crackhead. But oh yeah, wait. No. I was gonna say another thing that's changed since first time we played Sorcerer was I used to live in Maine. I did used to live in Maine, but when I started uploading the Sorcerer videos, I was already living in Florida. So now, you know, after living here for an extra 2 years, I strongly identify with the crackheads now. I mean, we're like fucking this. Me and those crackheads, dude, we're tight for sure. But yeah, Master of the Arcane was the first Wizard PPE video, my most popular video, and it really is just kind of reminiscent of like an old Silver Dollar video from way back when. You guys remember Silver Dollar? Good times. Old Shats. That's what I think I watched them for mainly, was old Shats. I don't really remember much outside from that. That's a really good ring. Holy shit, I could clear all those. I can't be bothered. Absolutely not. But yeah, I think I realized, I don't know if you guys care about it too much, but I think I realized that having a lot of jump cuts is just kind of annoying and jarring sometimes for the viewer experience. Because I don't always watch my own videos. Like I'll record a video and then I'll, you know, touch up on it a bit, but it's pretty rare that I go back and I watch the whole thing. So I did that a little bit recently and I was like, huh. Kind of jumpy, kind of not a fan, but it is better than me just, you know, sitting there like this, like thinking something funny. Haha. It's better than that. But you know what that means for me is that I've been using editing and jump cuts as a way to basically get around my imperfections instead of working harder to better myself at them. That's what I need to do. Doing all these excessive jump cuts gives me an out to not improve myself, and that's stupid. That sucks. That's a really good ring. That's a really good ring. We're gonna do the Sem. Where is the Sem? Is there? No, don't disappear. Yes, okay. That's the one I dropped. Oh my god. Somebody must have teleported to me at the perfect time. But yeah, it's cool to see how much has changed. 2 years ago, we had old Godlands. You guys miss Godlands? I think I do. I think I do. I mean, they've tried their best to contain it in the modern day realm with the abandoned city biome having most of the enemies from Godlands, but it's just not the same. It's not the same because I think a big reason is because of mob density. And I'm not talking how fucking, you know, brick-headed, dumb as a rock they are. I mean, like, mobs, they used to spawn so many on top of each other. And then nowadays they're, you know, because there's an entire biome system it has to cover, it's just not as dense. And so you don't really ever get that old realm feeling where it's like, you can't even walk anywhere because there's just so many fucking enemies. Like, it's impossible to navigate through. With the modern day realm, you can go wherever you want. Like, there will always be an area for you to slip through a few enemies, for sure. No loot. We want a soul's guidance from this, by the way. That's it can drop. It can drop from the second boss. I know it can because it dropped for me from the second boss about a week ago. But it can also drop from the final boss. I don't know if it could drop from the first. It doesn't matter. We didn't get it. We're beyond that now. Let's forget about it. Oh yeah, I said I was gonna play HUDless. Forget about that whole thing. We're not. We're not doing that. Oh, I meant to add one more thing. Yeah, so the fade in, fade out thing from the side would be really nice. But also a big thing that, you know, is prohibiting me from doing this at all. Probably the main thing actually is that I don't have a fucking MP bar below my health bar. Why is that so hard? Why can we not just have an MP bar below our health bar? We have a health bar here, but to see your MP, you still have to like see it out of your peripheral. Why? Why do we not just like it'd be so simple. You add a fucking bar that does the same thing, but for your mana below, like Deca. You can make it happen. I believe in you. You're strong, you're powerful, you're independent. This is what I tell my wife when she doesn't want to make me a sandwich. And that's why I'm actually taken by the Lord and will never have a girlfriend, supposedly. You know, that's what they say on the streets. But I'm taken. I'm for sure taken. A lot of people know this. A lot of people are aware of this because it's like, you know, somebody with a receding hairline like mine, how could he not be taken? You know what a receding hairline means? Whenever I see someone that's bald, I know that they've, one, been through the ringer, and two, are a logical thinker and math-oriented. How many are your math teachers? I know you guys hear that and you're like, oh, fucking hell, this guy. How many of your math teachers growing up were bald or like severely balding? Probably all but one. And you probably remember that one guy because he was the outlier. I remember that one guy. He was great. He's probably balding now, but actually no. Yeah, every single math teacher I had was thinning in hair, except for the female math teachers. But that's because women don't go bald. It's kind of interesting. Like, why do women not bald but men do? How can I take just that little part of female DNA and apply it to myself? I just want to have hair forever. It's long, luscious hair. I know I just fucking cut it all off at the butcher shop where they butchered my hair. But some people were saying, Drew, you should go bald. I'm already on my way, buddy. I want to preserve my hair as much as I can. The balding will come later. Worry about that when the time comes. This is awful, by the way. This fucking sucks, and I'm dying, and it's very painful. But yeah, Deca, please just add an MP bar below the health bar on our character. That would make me so happy. That would make my life so much better. We could play the immersive Realm of the Mad God experience, but because we don't have this, we can't. Like that is the one thing stopping you from playing the game like this. Oh my god, I almost got sat on. We could play the game like this normally. It'd be great. It'd be fantastic. People would see it and they'd be like, wow, they got rid of the HUD on the side. That's amazing. Now, psych. Not actually, it's still there. God damn it. God damn it. I was really hoping we would get a Soul's Guidance. It's been so long since I used a Soul's Guidance. I've gotten some cuck. Racism and profanity. Okay, that's awesome. That's really cool. I hope that guy's doing well. I hope his guild's doing well. I mean, it's Realm, so I'm sure they are. I'm sure they're doing fantastic. They're living the life. What is this? Speed to mana bonus. What? Huh? Increases mana by... Oh, increases mana by bonus speed. I thought it was the other way around. UDL? No. So one of the privileges we have as Sorcerer is we can clear super fast. And so I could do something like a UDL and get a whiz pot, or hear me out, I could Gamba and try to get whiz pots from killing these enemies, and I could get even more than one. Like boom, look, was that faster than doing UDL? Say it with me. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. In unison, the crowd rejoices. Yes, it was. And we got a better scepter, too. It's gonna snag this. But yeah, we're level 20. It's... You hit level 20 so fast playing a Sorc. Minus 30 HP. That's fucking rough. But, I mean, the Vit's good. I'm a Vit enjoyer. I truly believe that Vit is the holy grail. People who are smoking that max HP kush are they're being lied to. Their mind is clouded by falsities and lies. If you're trying to not get insta-popped, the whole reason you have an HP ring is to not get insta-popped. Like, does it help you survive more? Yes, but a Vit ring would help you survive more. But I guess some people, not everybody can do spec pen. It is difficile. Hello, that's a hot yellow item. You know how I am with yellow items. That's another thing. Yeah, no yellow items back in the day. Now we have yellow items, sexy yellow items that can get it anytime they want. The only thing is items can't talk. So, can items consent? Up for debate. I like to say open to interpretation. You know, it's like art. Fucking this bow, like if I were to stick my dick in this bow, that's art. That's art, and you can't bash that. Don't fuck with art. You know, actually, art is one of the topics on the internet where people will fucking saute you and just fry you over because people care a lot about expression. And so if you're like, no, I love AI, then immediately you get all the haters like, I can't fucking believe he said this shit. And I know a lot of you watching are probably that person, and that's fine. That's fine. But I do think we have to come to terms with the reality that laws are not going to regulate AI fast enough to contain it. We can't have laws to contain AI because then we would lose to other countries. That's the thing. Like, we are going to the arms race is going to succeed humans. Like, we're gonna outdo ourselves. That's just the reality of the situation. Back in the day, people used to think, will computers ever be better than humans at certain tasks? Like, will chess robots ever be better than a chess player? Is that even possible? What's the upper limit? And then you look at things like Stockfish now, and it understands every single possible move of the game. And it's just, you know, you can't beat Stockfish. Unless you can. Has anyone ever beat Stockfish? I actually don't know. Stockfish, by the way, if you don't know, is like the strongest, if not one of the strongest, chess robots out there. But yeah, AI is just it's an inevitability, and you can either hang your head over it and be sad about it and wallow in your sorrow, or you can realize that and get with it and think about what to do. And I don't know what to do, but that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. I battle with, do I think AI will ever be entirely self-sufficient? Like, will there ever be a point where AI does not need human regulation? I bounce back and forth on this, and right now, as I'm speaking about it, I think there is a point where AI will not need human regulation. Because, you know, you may think, well, what if the AI gets EMP'd? That'd be like dropping a nuke on humans. Granted, I don't think an AI robot could survive a nuke either. But you're thinking short term. You're thinking short term. We got to think long term here. What will AI become in the long term? And long term will come faster than you think too, because of how the intelligence works. Like, think about how much shit you can get done. Or think of how much more shit you can get done in your day-to-day life when you use something like ChatGPT to assist you in learning. It's much faster. Like, if you're not using ChatGPT, you're falling behind. That's just the reality of the situation. Is it cheating for things like homework assignments? Probably. Most of the time. Sure. Yeah, like if you have it write your paper for you and then you just copy paste that, yeah, I would say yes, that is cheating. But if you understand what it's doing and you understand it well enough for you to be able to apply that yourself, then that's what matters. You've effectively learned how to do it. If you could recite what you were taught and then apply it properly, that's what schools do. That's the whole point of a school. What dungeons to run? I could run Mad Lab. Could run UDLs for just a pause, but I want to try to do those dungeons that will give me the spicy white bags early on. And UDLs, I don't have anything to gain from UDLs other than, I guess there's the ST Toga, but that's not really good, is it? And then there's that spectral ring that I've never used. That sounds cool. I like the idea of summoning a bunch of wisps, like with Soul's Guidance, with the MV lantern, with that thing. That's cool. Actually, I wonder what the wispiest build you can have is. Soul's Guidance, the lantern, kimono. What else? I don't think there's... Is there an ability that summons wisp? There is. There's or is there not? The fireworks scepter from MV. Does that summon wisps on its own, or does it only do that when you have the lantern / kimono? I'm not sure on that. Candyland, no, I don't think so. And unfortunately, we're just barely not going to have time for this Oryx. I'm going to cry. There's a Death Knight. Curse libraries. That wand. The wand of forgotten knowledge? Forbidden knowledge? Something like that. Yeah, we'll do another puppet. Puppets have an entire sorcerer set that's really good for us. So if we could get... The scepter's really good. All pieces of it are fucking great. Except for like... The hat's kind of mid, which is the ring. But the scepter would be great. And when the enchantment system came out, I wanted to try making a Magician Sorcerer setup. That's the name of the set. Magician Sorcerer. Because it has a unique thing where when you have the full set, you get like plus 60 whiz. A fuck ton of whiz. But you lose a lot of MP. And so what ends up happening is you can only cast your ability like twice. And then you can't cast it anymore. You have to wait 5 seconds for the MP debuff to go away. But with enchantments now, what the fuck? I didn't realize bards do so much damage. What the hell? All right, well, there goes my one and only HP pot that I'm going to have for this entire character. Because you guys know how I am. When I start these PPEs, I should just drop the starting pot. I should just say, fuck you. I don't care. I'm breaking through this shit. Screw the health pots. But, you know, maybe next video we'll do something like an Ancient Ruins. Maybe, if I remember. You guys will have to remind me in the comments. I definitely don't naturally remember to take HP pots. And me saying this while staring at 2 HP pots, if I would have forgotten to pick those up, you guys would have been fucking flaming me in the comments. Well, that's okay. You know, health pots, they're kind of... Nah, they're gross. Let's be honest. 100 HP. Oh God, disgusting. I'm more about that cactus juice. You know, that cactus Zaza. You get 120 HP, and you get 120 MP, and you trip balls for like 15 seconds. It's fantastic. They need to add more psychedelics to Realm. You know what? When the Druid update comes out, because they're going to be adding Druid at some point, I'm just making shit up to gaslight Deca into actually adding a Druid. It better happen. It needs to happen. Druid. They have all the mechanics for it right there. Like, we have Priest. We have, what's it called? The Biome Tome. Evolutionary Records. That literally shapeshifts you into different forms. That's the essence of what a Druid does. Add a Druid to the fucking game, Deca. Please, I'm losing my mind. But when you do this, you know, Druids are also very naturey, right? When you do this, make sure... What the fuck? Okay. Sweet. Free skin. beautiful. When you do this, make sure that you add some agricultural stuff like new flowers, new mushrooms, even a toad. Like, let me lick a toad. Just something to take the edge off. I want to trip balls like I've never tripped balls before. Do you guys remember when Minecraft added those super secret settings? It was a button you could click in the settings and would do like wavy shit and stuff like that. They would make you see through like a CTV monitor. CTV. CBT? CRT. Cathode ray tube. Yeah. CRT monitor. They would have a bunch of different effects like that. That's what I need from these psychedelics that they're going to add when they add Druid. It would really add a lot to the user experience. I think it'd be great. You know what? You know what? Add a consumable. It heals you 250 HP, maybe even 300, but it makes you confused for 15 seconds. Add it. Deca, please. That'd be beautiful. Nobody would use it because it would get them confused. You'd have to be real fucking confident in what you're doing. Or find the proper timing for it. But you know what? Okay. I hear you. We'll do Oryx. We'll go to Oryx's castle. I never go to this place. It's kind of traumatizing. Kind of traumatic. I don't know. Brings back tales of old. What are these people wearing? Fat Frenchie. Wait. No, not Fat Frenchie. There was a guy I watched yesterday called French Fried. Something like that. I don't know. What's the I don't know counter at? Apparently I don't know shit. I don't know fucking anything. You know what? I'm not going to say I don't know anymore. I'm going to treat it like everything I say is fact. It's not open to interpretation. It's completely closed off. I've made up my mind. I'm right. You're wrong. I don't want to talk about it. I know everything. And I'm humble about it. I'm the most humble. I guess I'm pulling an Asmongold. What are we wearing, boys? What's on the menu? I hate guild invites. The leader. That's amazing. The leader of I hate guild invites. Probably the only member as well. Beautiful. So he started his own guild just so he doesn't get guild invites. See, that's the kind of shit that brings me back. That's something you would see in the year 2010, 2011. Come doors the prick. That's not English, is it? Did I just say some slur in a different language? I hope not. Definitely. Wait, what was that? The Spanish Inquisition. Oh my god. No, where'd that guy go? Who's a knight? Definitely not hacking. Okay. Okay, buddy. All right, pal. See how I have player opacity turned down a bunch? A part of me actually really wants to increase it again because it's just a lot easier to see hackers. Like sometimes I don't even notice multi-boxers when they're right there in front of me, but it's because, you know, player opacity is turned down to like 10%. Something nostalgic about Oryx's castle. Have they changed, other than the lag, have they changed anything about Oryx's castle? I don't think they have. Oh no, no, live buddy, live, stay with us. Oh, he's a little blue star. He would have quit the game over that. He was saved by sheer DPS. No, Janus. My brain's doing that thing. I need to calm down. I need to relax. Just, hey guys, we're gonna be playing some ROM today. Nice relaxing video. I've been a little too excited in my other videos recently. I think it's time that I just come down from that, realize that I'm human, you're human. We're all here for one common goal, and that is to become billionaires and make a lot of money off of other people and exploiting? That's what I meant to say. Exploiting labor. You know what college is? I've said it before, I'll say it again. College is a fucking scam. College is a scam and you are the product. You are. If you're going to college to get a degree, you're only going for that piece of paper. If you're going for the knowledge, That's an inaccuracy. That's a mistake. If you want just knowledge, buy free courses online. Watch YouTube videos. I swear to God. Ask ChatGPT, and you will learn so much. And yeah, it may be wrong sometimes, but you can usually tell like when it is wrong based off your prior knowledge. That's why critical thinking is a good thing. It's a good thing. We need critical thinkers. There's a lot of people, not to get political, okay? I'm not talking about politics here necessarily. It does apply to politics, but I'm just talking in general. Holy fucking shit. We just need people to just like just think for just a second about some stuff. And I know I definitely don't do that myself sometimes, but when I do, luckily usually chat's there to call me out for it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, huh, that was really fucking stupid to say. I think I don't know what it is. I blame the education system a lot. I think America, I mean, obviously we have a shitty education system compared to the rest of the world. I love America, but I do hate how shitty the education system is. And I think that's fair. If you can't critique something about your own country, that's a problem. If you can't critique things in general about any given subject, that's a problem. Motherfucker, I'm gonna speak my goddamn mind, and that is my First Amendment right, bitch. I can say whatever the fuck I want, except, you know, culturally, maybe there's some words I can't say. As a straight white male, you know, I can think of just a few. You know, there's one in particular that really stands out. Can't say that. Don't say that. Do not say that. But other than that, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Wait, there's multiple members of the Spanish Inquisition? I would have never expected that. And we have Floopsty. What do you guys think of this robe? Mantle of the Monarchy. It's it gives you, is it 125 bit? It gives you 125 bit for 5 seconds when you take damage on like a 15-second cooldown or some shit like that. It seems really, really strong, really good. I probably could have gone in there the whole time. I don't know. I'm flooping around. I'm just here for the good times. I'm here to enjoy the moment. Oh, and they reworked that, yeah, a little while ago. The Life-Bringing Lotus. That thing's cool. I like when they stick to class identity. Oh, that's good. They stick to class identity to an extent, but they do, like, you know, expand on class's accessibility to unique features, like giving Huntress the ability to give healing in Berserk, for example. That's Life-Bringing Lotus. That is a mechanic that Huntress previously didn't have access to, but with Life-Bringing Lotus, it does. And that's great. Why does it look so blue? This was different when I started the video, right? Why does it look so blue? Is it actually like, does this game have a day-night cycle? This whole time? I don't know. That blows me away. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know. Let me know. Just let me know. You know what I'm talking about. Just let me know. Whatever it is that's going on, let me know in the comments. Well, yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to let me know down below in the comments. I'm not editing this. You're just gonna have to sit here and cling to your seat like, oh man, why hasn't the outro music started yet? Will he just fucking end the video already? God, he's dragging it on, isn't he? This is awful. I can't stand this. The anxiety, the anticipation, just end it already. No, okay, fine. Have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.